treat to be here in what is called the prettiest little stadium in America, home to the Georgia Southern Eagles in Statesboro. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Georgia Southern's offense takes the field. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player. Help of the quality teammates around.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Snagged in the middle, it's Hodges. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Red pass is complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Under fire. Working the middle. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. Georgia Southern will have it now, 1st and goal. Grab behind the line, it's Hodges. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now, 3rd and goal from the 2. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles!
No bones about it on that 3rd down and goal. You knew exactly what they're doing. We're not kicking field goals. We're here for touchdowns, and it is a physical run. He lowers his shoulder right between the tackles, going to get in the end zone. Way to start this football game for this offense.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Broncos offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys.
There he goes. Oh, he got loose. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking He wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets the give.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
With the catch, it's Brown. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. They get home, and down goes the quarterback for the big loss, and now even a field goal's in jeopardy. The Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Defense.
The defense has been hanging on for dear life figuratively, now literally, and it draws a flag. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Got a little space. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Going to sling it on 2nd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Hunt is on its way. Deep in his own territory as he reels in that. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's got it on the right. And the big game, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on 1st down. First play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Working the middle, it's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's got some space. He'll work his way down to the 28.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Gets it out quickly, and he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. We've reached the end of the period. Georgia Southern is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
The Eagles are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Dances away. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Georgia Southern, 14, Western Michigan, 0.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Man, and that was a drive to forget right there. Like, they wanted to create some space, get out of their own end zone, and maybe flip the field, but that offense got nothing going, and they're going to have to punt from their own end zone.
At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect.
Turning it on! And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Holding.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. He's looking to throw. Scrambling away. Makes the catch. It's Hodges. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Complete to the left. At the 35, he's got room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Eagles. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Old Dominion fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by 11 to Bowling Green. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen,
thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Broncos moving quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Makes the grab on the left side. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
On the play. And that's a first down for the offense.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Got a man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Absolutely perfect. Are forced to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They'll give it to the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Trying to escape and get it himself. Running wide open down the gut of the field. The tag. Touchdown, Eagles! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And that's the danger on defense about playing this guy. You've got to keep him in the pocket. If you let him get outside, he can hurt you throwing it, or he can take off and kill you. And that's what he did right there. Moving forward, they have got to do a better job containing this QB.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Now on 2nd down.
49-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got the back in the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
At the 36.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to...
Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Got a lot of room to the right. The 20. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Western Michigan, 3.
He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. The 40. The 30. It's a fumble on the play. Oh, and fortunate to get that one back, and as an added bonus, they get the 1st down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Final final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Are forced to settle for 3. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the prettiest little stadium in America.
Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. And here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
And here comes the offense on second down. Let's go! Let's go! Tight end now in motion. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 off.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Broncos will send out the punt unit.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got his man. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Second down coming up. Gonna run it. It's Weeks. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. The tag. Touchdown, Eagles. And once he found open space, the fans might as well start playing.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They'll run it from the gun. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line. And the Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Here comes the heat. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. The Broncos really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
On the run, fires downfield. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Now on third down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Back to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Eagles! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Rice has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside this building that hosted Super Bowl VIII. They're up by 4 over Toledo. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Broncos can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Lost the defense. He's wide open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The inside handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7.
Brings up second down.
Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Broncos are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Off play action. He lofts one down the sideline. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
Number 9.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
PAT unit on the field.
Is on for the extra point.
Bangs it through for an extra point. A very efficient five-way scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Makes a move. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Rides the back and leaves it. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running.
Throws toward the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
And the quarterback just not on the same page with his wide receiver there. Receiver just not able to get to that pass on the perimeter in double coverage.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
Man, that was going to be a bomb. There are a lot of NFL kickers that wouldn't make that field goal.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Man, a defender missed. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. The give out of the gun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Unleashes one deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. They're throwing for it on 4th down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force.
Fires toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Open field on the right. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. From the red zone, looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. A great catch and run for 6. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Here's a heat. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. Touchdown. Eagles. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Hand off from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Slips a tackle and he's got room. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
You know, I think a big key to linebackers having success when they blitz is the timing. You see how perfect that timing was by that linebacker? It's almost as if he knew when the snap count was. Great anticipation.
Tackled at the 16-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and we'll see if they go for it here. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they just pack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
Set to kick off.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Broncos in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, the ground game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They're facing a 3rd down. The give to the tailback. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. The Broncos will punt this one away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Sends it back in motion. With jet sweep pass. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.